Now let's start with the question number 5. So here let's go through the information they have provided us. This is the logo, and OD is gonna be 3 cm and the AD is gonna be 8 cm, and the angle AOD, this angle is gonna be 2.5 radians. Okay, so as we know, this is radius and this is also radius, but yeah, let's keep it highlighted if it's needed for the calculations. Now what we can do is they're asking us to show that ODA angle. ODA. So this is the angle they are asking us. Now let's see. Once we see this, we can clearly see the sides and the angles are there. So it's a good option to go for the sine rule. So sine rule would be A divided by sine A equals B divided by sine B equals C divided by sine C. Yeah, we can use this information, but according to the size they have given, if I see this is gonna be, this 3 cm will be corresponding to this angle. Let's mark it X for now. And the theta, whatever we want, is corresponding to this side, which is unknown. And also our 2.5 angle will go with the 8 cm. So these are the corresponding sides. So we know if you take a triangle, this angle will go with this side. This angle will go with this side, which is in front of it. This angle will go with this side. So according to that information, let's write the sine rule. It's 8 divided by sine 2.5 equals 3 divided by sine x equals OA divided by sine theta. So here in this inequality, this part, we don't know the side, so it will be with 2 unknowns, so we can't go with this attempt. So but since we know the information, most of the information about these two relationship, we can go ahead with this. So if we see the calculation, so we can subject the sine x. It would be 3 divided by 8 times sine 2.5. So x is gonna be sine inverse 3 over 2 sine 2.5. So this is the answer we're gonna get for x. The reason of us for to go for the x is, once we got the x value, it's just a matter of subtraction. So if we see the here, the answer is 0.22635. Okay, we know angles in a triangle sums up to pi. So the theta, what we represented as angle ODA, we can take as 2 pi, pi minus 2.5, also minus the 0.22635. So here our final answer that we need to take up to 3 significant figures. 3 significant figures could be 0.415. Now we got our expected answer. Yeah, so this is the information on part A. So let's note down the information that we have here. This is 0.415, 0.415. This other angle was 0.226. 0.226. Okay, so these are the information that we have by now. Let's erase the part A. Now let's read the part B. In the part B, they are asking us the area of the logo. So we know our logo is this full figures. To find the area of the logo, we have to find the area of the triangle and the sector as well. So let's say that for the triangle, we know if I name it as A1, we can use the half BC sine A relationship. So here we have two sides, which is this and this, and we also know the angle here. So these are the information that we can use. So once we use it here, we can do half 3 into 8 into sine 0.415. So here something interesting to notice is, even if you couldn't do the part A, still since the ODA angle is given for us, we can still go for the part B. So that's a helping desk provided by the BIAT examination, so that you can continue the part B without the part A as well. This is your A1. And my second sector would be this one. In this, we have to say we need to get this full angle. This full angle is 2 pi minus 2.5. Because we know angle around a point would be 2 pi. So here, since the angles are given in radians, we can do A2 as half r squared theta. In the half r squared theta, our radius is 3. So it's half times 3 squared times 2 pi minus 2.5. So this is our A2. So the total area would be A1 plus A2. So this is our area. So if we did the calculation, A1 would give us the number as 4.838. A2 will give us 17.05. So our complete area would be, A1, which is the triangle section, and this one. So we can easily add both of them into a single attempt to the equation. So we will get our answer as 21.9. I'll leave the calculation in the calculators to you. So this is the concept. So we have this area, we have this area, we have to add both of them to get the total area. So that is the answer for the part B. Okay, now let's go to the part C. In the part C, what they are asking us is, they are asking us the perimeter of this ABCDA. So if you see ABCDA, so if I draw the line here, how does that would come is, it's ABCDA. So these are the parts that we have to add up. So here there are a few things that we know already. We know this gap and we don't know the AB, but we know this full BD required information to get that. So let's get the length of BD. So the BD is gonna be, we know the angle, so we can get it by r theta, which is 3 times 2 pi minus 2.5. The BD is gonna be 11.349. Okay, so once we have it, we can do this AB angle. This AB1, how to get that? Now it's a question. So how to get that equation is, we know we can use the cosine rule for that. We can do the cosine rule since we know this angle. Since we know this angle, we can get the cosine rule and we can subtract. The cosine rule will give you the full thing, but with that, by subtracting 3, we can get the AB length. So let's see how to get that value. In this triangle, if I consider this one, we know AO squared will be, so if I write the cosine rule somewhere, we know A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC. Space of information. Line is not enough, so let's write it here. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. We can use this information. By that, according to the information we have 3 squared plus 8 squared minus 2, 3 into 8 into cos 0.415. So now, once we got the AO will be the root of it. So I'll quickly go to the AB straight. It will be root of this whole value minus 3. So once we get that, we will be getting our answer as AB is going to be this value, which is the answer as 5.39 minus 3, which is 2.39. So once we get the 2.39, now what we have to add is, we know this is 2.39 and we know this is 8 cm, and we also got this as 11.349. Yes, with all of this information we can go to the perimeter. Perimeter would be simply adding all these three numbers, which is 2.39 plus 8 plus 11.349. So that will give us 21.7 cm, because they are asking us the answer for 3 significant figures. Sorry, 1 decimal place. So we know we have only 1 decimal place in the answer. So P equals, sorry, I accidentally erased it, 11.349. It's going to be 21.7 centimeters. Okay, so this is the answer for all these questions so that you can get all the 9 marks for this part. Yeah, thank you.